the Big 8 champion. They have blown away the competition, an unblemished record of 13-0. They've already wrapped up first place, and now today they go for the clean sweep of 14-0 record. It's only been done 2 other times. Hello again, everybody. I'm Dave Armstrong, along with Gary Thompson. Gary, they call this the Show Me State, and certainly the Tigers have shown everybody in the Big 8 that they are the best, and today they go for a piece of history.
Dave, you're right. We could see a piece of history. That's unbelievable. I can't believe a team can go undefeated in this Big 8 conference the way it's come along in the last 10 years.
Melvin Booker, one of those 8 seniors we talked about. Booker being introduced to the crowd right now, and certainly he has been the story for the Tigers this year.
Well, he's been their team leader all year long. 2 of the last 3 weeks has been the Big 8 player of the week. He can score, he can defend, he can dish it off, and I tell you, I really like this guy when it comes to clutch time.
Probably the odds-on favorite to be Big 8 player of the year. That's Ed Owens. He was quoted earlier as saying, I guess selfishly, we'd hope that nobody else would go unbeaten in the Big 8, but we have to admire those that can do it. And I think in this day and age, it's even tougher than maybe it was in that day.
I agree with this league is tougher top to bottom than it was back in those days.
Chubbuck wins the center jump. It'll come to Jamar Johnson. He has it for the Cornhuskers, dressed in their road red, Missouri in their home white.
Jamar Johnson started the last 9 games, and I really like him. I think he brings this team together, adds some cohesiveness in their operation, particularly offensively.
Chubbuck trying to work on Devon CRUDUP. A little bit too strong off the glass. FRAZIER will set things up for Mizzou. Inside CRUDUP. Did he push to get free, or was it on CRUDUP?
It's going to be on Chubbuck.
It is. The first on Chubbuck, the first team foul, obviously, on the Huskers.
And CRUDUP has really been playing with a lot of confidence. He's probably been the most consistent player game after game for the Tigers down here in the stretch over the last 6 or 7 games.
He really has, both offensively and defensively. CRUDUP has 5 double-doubles in his last 6 games. Kelly Thames, a freshman, shall lead them. Thames, one of the leading candidates for Freshman of the Year honors in the Big 8.
Well, what a find he was for Norm Stewart.
Oh, boy. Thames, a freshman out of St. Louis. He and Jacques Vaughn would be the 2 that would be most highly considered as the Freshman of the Year. The shot clock for Nebraska is down to 13. Look at how the Tiger defense is causing some problems.
Interesting matchup. Julian Winfield starting for the first time in 2 ball games. He has the ankle injury. There's the good defense causing the turnover. But he's covered a lot against Piatkowski at Lincoln when we only had 9 points, all in the first half.
Norm Stewart said, told us yesterday, said, I've never had a team in all my years of coaching. I have never had a team that just wants to play like these guys. They just really want to get out and play. Said, we've had other teams that have probably had more talent, more marquee players, but no one has gotten the job done like these guys.
How was it he explained it as he said, I come out there during a timeout, and they're looking at me, don't say anything, just let us get back there and play. They just got it in their eyes, he said. They're ready.
Like a fighter that can't wait for that bell to ring. Deron Boone for 3, no. Well, that brings up a point. Nebraska was woeful from outside the arc in the earlier meeting in Lincoln. Booker for 3.
They were so woeful, as you said, 2 for 26. This team has cut down their outside attempts, 3-point attempts, since that 4-game streak when they had all losses after winning their first 2 big games, and they've been a lot more successful, winning 5 of their last 7.
We want to take time to congratulate Nebraska gymnasts Kim DeHaan and Richard Grace for being named the Big 8 Gymnasts of the Month. With Gary Thompson, I'm Dave Armstrong at the Hearnes Center in Columbia. Early on here, Mizzou with a 2-0 lead. Chubbuck takes it right at CRUDUP.
You know what's interesting? Both teams attacking down inside. They're attacking CRUDUP on that end with Chubbuck, and the Tigers come right back with CRUDUP and Chubbuck down in this end. Good battle inside between Chubbuck and CRUDUP.
CRUDUP, no. Kick down to Johnson. 2-on-2 break. CRUDUP gets back defensively, and Johnson will pull up.
I think that's where Johnson really helps. He has good feel for the game and good judgment when to take it down quick. If it's not there, pull it back out and run some offense.
From Thames. wanted to get rid of it and didn't in time. Walked with it. Thames, he looked a little uncomfortable with that ball in his hand all the way down the court. And the first substitution for Missouri. Mark Atkins will check in for the Tigers. Atkins, of course, had 20 in that earlier meeting against Nebraska this year.
You really have to stay with him. You cannot help a lot defensively off Atkins.
Ladkowski. That's too strong for three. Thames get another rebound. My goodness.
The freshman averaging 7 rebounds a game.
Thames for three. Covet, good position. You were talking earlier about the three-point shooting, and now Nebraska with their first lead is Terrence BADGET. Gives the Cornhuskers a 4-2 lead. Atkins left open for three. Doesn't hit it. Now this time it's Missouri coming out a little cold. A lot cold. BADGET again. Ladkowski hit pretty hard. Going for the rebound.
He took a blow to the face, didn't he?
He did.
Watch Nebraska again down here. They've been doing an excellent job of blocking off.
Out of bounds. It will go to Nebraska when we come back. 4-2 Huskers, and we're back after this from the Phillips 6060, a Performance Company.
Cleaner.
They changed it. They're going to give Missouri now the ball. Say it was tipped by one of the Huskers. So it's the Tigers of the ball, trailing by 2. We've played just over 4 minutes. Nebraska on the inbounds play coming out in a zone defense.
And this team, they run those out of bounds plays so well. A lot of teams have gone to that zoning.
Involved here, maybe.
Well, the skill comes right in here in the first place. He pumps it in here, gets them up in the air, and then takes it up and gets the basket right there. That's the Tigers' first basket since the 1930 mark.
Neither team shooting well, both in the 20% range. You might expect that a little bit from Missouri. They might be a little tight, knowing what's at stake here today. On Thames, Kelly called for his second. And the freshman may have to come out of this game early. Be sure to join us at halftime. We'll update Big 8 Conference women's basketball on the Volkswagen Women's Halftime Report.
Well, the Tigers play it head up, and there's a bad pass by Ladkowski again. Good defensive pressure.
Ladkowski is not getting loose at all, is he?
They are covering him tough.
Ball very well at all. 5-4.
I think the result of good defense by both teams.
Atkins, that's well short. Atkins claiming that he was hit, and now they're saying that it was just tipped out of bounds by Boone.
Atkins doesn't agree. He says that he gets hit on the arm, but the officials ruled that it was tipped, so the Tigers play it out of bounds.
They've only had 4 fouls called total in this game. Let them play, which I like. Booker looked at a 3, gave it up. 10 on the shot clock. O'Lenny, no, well short. My goodness, Missouri right now is shooting just 18% from the field.
You know, wanting this 14-0 record could be a disadvantage a little bit because I think they're a little tight right now. You want it so bad and so keyed up that you cannot get the shots down.
Ladkowski gives Nebraska the 3-point lead with that tray. CRUDUP, good passing inside, but maybe a double dribble and a walk. Another turnover for the Tigers.
Nebraska doing a good job that time of team defense coming over and covering up on CRUDUP.
I do you calm yourself down as a player, Gary, when you're kind of keyed up like this and you know it's a big game?
Well, I think it takes a few minutes in situations like that. In a lot of big games, you see two teams tight. Then you finally just flow into the game.
A turnover for Nebraska. Now we're pleased to welcome those of you joining us on Prime Network and their nationwide family of regional sports cable networks.
Dave, I think one of the other things you try to do sometimes is get yourself to the free throw line. Maybe go in deep or take it on a one-on-one penetration when you're having trouble shooting.
For three, no. Good rebound by Jerron Moon. Simply ahead to Piatkowski.
Huskers that time defensively went 1-3-1 on the zone.
Piatkowski. Boy, is that a tough shot.
Boy.
Wow, Piatkowski.
That is a great catch of the ball, going full speed and then adjustment up for the shot. Tremendous move. Shows you why he's, in my opinion, an all-Big 8 player.
In my opinion, too. I agree with you. For the second straight year, Piatkowski probably will make that team. Another turnover, this time by FRAZIER. Well, there's MCI proof positive that if you get inside, man, you draw a crowd.
Watch here. CRUDUP on the inside, takes it. Goes off, little drop-off pass here. A little hesitancy there. Then he gets called for the walk.
MCI proof positive. And now the Tigers are having trouble getting their claws out. Another turnover, though, for the Huskers. Norm Stewart knows that Nebraska's kind of waiting around, even though they have a 5-point lead.
You could read Norm Stewart's lips there saying, move yourself, move the ball.
Another walk. Yep. Boy.
I've got to give credit to the defense of these two teams. They're both really going at each other strong, making it tough to operate.
Well, it hasn't exactly been a cakewalk for the Tigers through the Big 8, but right now they're walking just too much. 9-4, and the turnovers are even. Strickland. Melvin Brooks. Strickland. Boom. CRUDUP.
Those shots are just a little off balance. They're twisting and turning instead of coming down and squaring up to the basket. That's what's making it the tough shooting here this afternoon by both teams.
Piatkowski, a hard foul. First one on Pike.
Booker, good bounce pass the inside, takes it. Piatkowski from behind, comes over there. Boy, right across the face. CRUDUP, the big guy, was happy yesterday when we saw him in practice. He said, hey, you're going great. You get double-doubles 4 of the last 5 games. Man, he just had a smile beam across his face because he's been playing terrific.
He's been their leading rebounder in 5 straight games for the Tigers. But right now, Missouri, not a good free throw shooting team. Not bad, but not great. 68% as a team, and so far today, 0 for 2.
CRUDUP ending up coming to the close of a great career. He's had 1,400 points, 800 rebounds, and at least 100 blocks. Only Doug Smith and Stepanovic have done that before.
Tom Bester sat out a mini suspension back in good graces at Nebraska. Piatkowski guarded by Winfield. Just a little short that time.
It's a hand in your face every time you're shooting in this ball game.
Atkins for 3. CRUDUP half. Strickland got it.
The Tigers now have gone 12 minutes and only have 2 field goals.
Amazing. And they're shooting just 15%. 15.
Their defense is holding them in. Let's watch CRUDUP go through here. Big, strong guy. Now steps through the double team, takes it up, and gets whacked across the arm.
Well, I guess it hasn't happened an undefeated string through the Big 8 in a long time. I guess maybe this is a throwback then to the old days, all defense. Best is hit hard. That one, a foul on Winfield, the third team foul on Missouri. Take the Gillette three-point challenge, clip the coupon in your Sunday, March 13th newspaper, and go to a participating retailer to see if you've won a shot at $1 million. No purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Best finds a seam. Piatkowski. That's a three. His second of the game.
Boy, Best showing us the big guy can handle the ball a little bit. Drove it right into the seam, kicked it out. Got the shot for Piatkowski.
Nebraska with their biggest lead at 7.
Nebraska, remember, won both games last year against Missouri.
Booker. Better movement of the ball for Mizzou. Piatkowski. That's what Nebraska will do. They'll come right back at you after a score. And Piatkowski already with 10.
We said he'd been red hot. The last 9 games, he's averaged almost 24 points a game.
In his last 3, he's averaged 30. What a steal by Piatkowski, but he walked with it when he came down. Man, what a steal. Piatkowski is leading these Huskers right now. 14-7 our score, and we're back after this from your friends at Phillips 66.
Excuse me, but where did you get that gray jacket?
At Phillips 66.
Thank you.
Get your favorite Big 8 school jackets for just $5.95. Plus, you'll receive a $1 off coupon for any Coca-Cola product multi-pack at Phillips 66.
Yeah, proof positive that passing like that will improve your shooting percentage. Right now, though, neither team anything to write home about, although Nebraska is starting to heat up, but Missouri, man, 3 of 14.
Nebraska's been changing things up defensively, man for man and the zone.
No on the 3. Melvin Brooks all alone for the rebound. What a bounce pass to Strickland, and a good play by Eric to track it down.
He's one of the best athletes in this conference, Eric Strickland.
Strickland already been signed by the Florida Marlins. In fact, after school, he will report to one of their instructional leagues. Strickland also wants to play on Tom Osborne's Nebraska Cornhusker football team. Booker checks back in. Atkins will get a rest. 14-7, Nebraska with a lead and the ball. Piatkowski snuck inside, and Eric Piatkowski already has a dozen.
In the last 3 games, he's had 30-point games sandwiched in between there, a 25-point performance, so he has been red hot.
Strickland, silly foul, his second, 4th team foul on Nebraska. Make it 5th. 5 team fouls on Nebraska.
Look at Strickland right there, 21, one of the better defenders. That's the Tigers' first 3-point goal of the game. They have tried 8.
8-point Nebraska lead. Piatkowski has been the story for Nebraska. The senior is leading them today with 14 of the 18 points. Boy, a final here. Listen to this, Gary. South Carolina's upset Kentucky 75-74, a final. Earlier today, Oklahoma State, and many of you saw it here on Raycom, stopping Colorado, despite a very, very big day from Donnie Boyce of the Buffs. 43 for Donnie in that game, but it wasn't enough, and Oklahoma will be the number 2 seed in the Big 8 tournament coming up next weekend. And they're going to call it a tie-up. Alternate possession will give the ball to the Tigers. might have been a foul. He doesn't have a good record against the Tigers, and he knows they're in for a tough one here today, but so far his Huskers have the best of Missouri.
Again, that 1-3-1 zone. And they've really been clogging to the middle and doing a good job. Missouri has not had very many second shots.
Piatkowski fouls Booker after the shot. That'll be a 3-shot foul. And the second foul on Piatkowski. Now Eric's got to be very careful. He is their go-to guy and cannot get in foul trouble.
Comes Booker up, watching definitely behind it. There comes Piatkowski kind of flying out of control right there and picks up the foul. You never want to foul that guy out shooting that three-point shot.
Booker, a good free throw shooter at 80% on the year.
And he gets even better when it gets to that crunch time down below 4 minutes.
Even that one rattled around a little bit. Tigers still looking for some composure, and this is a good guy to give it to him.
Well, he's had a great career. Missouri 6th all-time scorer, 2nd in assists.
Chubbuck comes back in. Chubbuck, one of those guys, Gary, that you love to see achieve so well. Piatkowski's going to get a rest with those 2 fouls. Chubbuck, a 3-time honoree on the Phillips 66 Academic All-Big A team. And Jason Sutherland, a guy that he'll instill some spark into this club.
You know, the crowd reacts, don't they, when he comes into the game? They know there's going to something happen. There's going to be some action.
Norm was telling us yesterday, the first few days of practice, Sutherland's such a scrappy player, was fouling a lot in practice. He said all the guys hated him. Now they love him because they know the contribution he's made to this club. Booker nails all 3 free throws to pull the Tigers to within 5. Chubbuck called for pushing off, his second. And that's the 7th team foul on Nebraska, putting the Tigers in the bonus.
Chubbuck is trying to plead his case to Stanley Reynolds.
Well, 2 already on Chubbuck, 2 on Piatkowski, and 2 on Strickland. Huskers getting in foul trouble here. And going to the line, Lamont Frazier. He missed his only free throw so far. He'll get the bonus. And this game brought to you in part by MasterCard. More than a credit card, it's smart money. Here you mentioned into the free throw line. That's what the Tigers have done. Hitting 5 straight from the charity stripe to pull to within 3.
Crowd picking the Tigers up now. Boy, there's good helping defense. Frazier sliding in there to keep the drive. This is what I think one thing the Tigers need to do is push it out a little faster. They can get some quick baskets.
8.5 to go, first half.
Huskers back man for man.
Booker loses the handle. Offensive foul on Melvin Booker.
I thought that probably was going to be just a no-call play. Did you? Like he lost the handle to it. Let's see if we can see what happens there. Here comes Booker right there. Getting rid of him. Loses the handle right there and kind of jumps in. I think that's probably a place for a no-call, in my opinion, right there. Ball was gone.
More pressure now by the Tigers, trying to change the tempo, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pushing.
Like to do anything they can to get out of this funk they're in right now. Well, I certainly didn't think this game would be this low scoring this late in the game. Deron Boone, that's a 2. Deron Boone for 2.
Nebraska is passing the ball. They're real sharp. And in this winning streak, they've been having a lot more assists. When they had the losing streak, they were shooting quick. They didn't have the assists in the ball game. And I tell you, it's paying off for them. Oh, they're going to love that one.
Sutherland, the freshman. Chubbuck, though, sneaks inside.
Huskers have done a good job of answering back. When the Tigers have hit them, boom, they've had a couple quick strikes. Chubbuck there and Piatkowski 4 or 5 possessions back.
What a pass. How did he sneak that one through? And Strickland called for his 3rd foul.
Let's watch it. You'll always find a Missouri Tiger. When they go baseline right there, the guy will slide in there to give him that return pass. There it is. Sneaks inside, catches Strickland, relaxing on his defense. Watch it again inside. Got BADGET behind. Gives him a little pick. And the Sutherland ignites the crowd. They like that guy here.
Now Lamont Frazier. Within 1. 7:12 to go, first half. The Tigers making a charge. We're back after these words from Chick. Phillips 66, proud to be the official sponsor of Big 8 basketball for the 7th straight year. For your next Phillips, stop and treat your car to high-quality, super clean, and leaded gasolines only from Phillips 66, the performance company. Well, Danny Nee can not afford to have Piatkowski, who has 14 already today on his bench. Piatkowski's got to play the rest of this half with those 2 fouls. As a player, Gary, how do you play when you're in foul trouble? How does that change your game?
Well, I think you have to come off a little bit. You can't be as aggressive either defensively or offensively. But a guy like Piatkowski, you have to have his offense, so you have to take him away a little bit off his defensive play. Can't be as aggressive.
If you're Missouri, do you try to go at him a little bit and see if he'll commit his 3rd foul?
I always like that, to give it a shot. You don't like to disrupt your play, but I think it's important if he would pick up his 3rd. Piatkowski show you here, he's not backing up. He's in good inside position. Tips it, tries to go back up, and then a Missouri defender gets a hand on it. He's still inside, so while he's playing aggressive, he was in good position not to pick up any foul.
16 foul on the Tigers. Make it 7 now. That foul is on JEVON CRUDUP, and he has 2.
Dave, this will be the first. Well, we're looking right here. Chubbuck trying to steal off, goes away right there. And they get caught for the foul, pushing. This will be, I was going to say, this is the first Husker that will attempt a free throw here in the first half. Missouri has attempted 13.
Those are the kind of things coaches notice. Chubbuck now.
Well, there's been a difference. Nebraska pretty much has been on the perimeter of the outside. A few times they've been able to sneak in, but Missouri's been trying to push it inside.
Nebraska, don't put them on the line. The Huskers shooting almost 75% as a team from the line. Incredible.
Dave, and on the road this year, they're even better, about 79%, and that's how you're able to win on the road.
They're a good road team, the Huskers. 4-5 away from home this year. 3-point Nebraska lead.
Huskers get the switch.
Frazier. Sneaks inside.
That all was a result of Piatkowski making kind of a feeble attempt to go out and make a steal. He really didn't have a good chance to get it, and it created an unbalance of players for Nebraska defensively. As took the ball right to the hole.
Booker fighting with his own teammate for the rebound. Olenek for 3. Wait a minute, a whistle. Away from the action, we had a foul inside.
We talked about the Tigers getting inside. Here's the penetration. He goes up. Shot's not there. And then we got Marlo Finner inside. Really aggressive going after the ball. He's one of the few guys that's got a higher rebounding average than he does a scoring average. You're looking at him right there.
Now Lamont Frazier goes to the line. Lamont, after missing his first, has hit 3 straight. Shooting 2. Nebraska's over the 10-foul limit. And tied again, this for the 3rd time, this time at 24. Still tied. again. For three. Picked out. Will go to Nebraska. Missouri had a 2-point lead to start the game. This now their first lead since then.
The ball coming off. Over the top right there. Badgett looked like he had pretty good position, but Booker's right there to pick it up and lay it back in. And right now, Missouri's coming. They're more aggressive. They're getting the loose ball.
Johnson hits the three. That'll quiet the place. Jamar Johnson. Back to a 1-point Nebraska lead. How Nebraska reacts right now will probably be a key part of this contest.
They need to stay in here.
Olenek. His own rebound. And a foul. Boy, coming up, the Phillips 66 Big 8 tournament. Already we know Nebraska will face Colorado in that first game. It's coming up all throughout here on Raycom, so check your local listings. We'll have 2 games for you Friday afternoon, 2 more Friday night, then 2 on Saturday, and the championship on Sunday. All coming to you from Kemper Arena in Kansas City. A sellout already. Has been for many, many years.
Well, for a team that shoots 67% from the foul line, they're knocking them down here in the first half.
Back to a 1-point Tiger lead. Off of Duran's foot. Here comes Booker.
Boy, Booker, the senior, guy is probably going to be the player of the year. He has been in the middle of his action.
There's a foul. You can't hear the whistle over this crowd. And there was a whistle blown, a foul inside.
You know, Ron Spittler, one of the officials, he didn't know anything had been called either. He started to really go down court.
Bykowski will go to the line for the first time.
Bykowski trying to slide inside. That's Sutherland trying to fight him off.
Mismatch inside. Bykowski trying to take advantage of that. The 1-and-1, though, no, and now a foul. This one on Bass.
See, I was just going to say, Nebraska needs to keep their composure here. Settle down. You see Danny Nee motioning with his hands. That's exactly what I'd say. Settle down. We're all right. We're in good shape. Don't rush things.
Well, the battle of the line being won by the Tigers. Missouri 10 of 15 from the line, and Nebraska 2 of 3. Well, Finner will go to the stripe. Just a 52% free throw shooter, Finner. Coaches were telling us yesterday for Missouri to be successful from here on, Finner has got to play a bigger part. He's been kind of lost in the shuffle with Paul Olenek coming on so strong for Norm Stewart. This is the biggest lead now for Mizzou. 4. Boom. Boy, that's a tough shot off the glass.
All of these Huskers over the last 7 or 8 games have really come on. They were shooting the ball well as a team, 54%. You look at their stats, they've all picked up their offensive game.
No basket. And a foul on Brooks before the shot. Melvin Brooks whistled for his first. Well, if they were letting him play before, they're calling it tight now. Sutherland will go to the line.
You know what was interesting? The ball game I was watching here a couple games ago, Sutherland went to the line. There was technicals, and as a freshman, Norm Stewart put him on the line to shoot those technicals. He'd only shot about 12 on the year. He drained all 4 of those technical foul shots. That's showing a lot of confidence in him.
They're hoping that Sutherland is their point guard of the future.
Bykowski has been quiet for a long time now.
Sutherland, the one guarding him. Tip. I thought it was tip. Oh, they're saying it's Missouri's ball. Well, To us, that looked like that was tipped, and Danny Nee thought so too. Boy, he's letting Ron Spitler have it. That ball's flight certainly changed direction. Over 4 to go here in the first half. A 3-point Missouri lead.
Tigers look like time to double pick for Sutherland.
Booker had it stripped. Johnson, the baseball pass to Piatkowski. Best.
So I really think Best should have caught that ball come down, because if nobody around him, take it right up strong.
Johnson faked out by his own guy, Piatkowski. The Tigers, despite shooting just 35%, are leading by 3.
Moments ago, and here, look at this play right there. You see the ball is tipped, and he had a right to be. Marlo Fenner with a hand on it, tips it, goes out of bounds. Missouri has warded the ball, and they missed one there.
This crowd hoping to applaud a lot later, hoping their Tigers can complete the string, the remarkable string this year. 13-0 right now, trying to go 14-0 in the Big 8. Remarkable. A string like that, Gary, is so unlikely in this day and age.
That's right. Nobody is thinking about anybody going undefeated in this conference anymore. And here they are with a chance to do it.
O'Lenny, long 3, and Best waited for the bounce.
Again, good inside position.
Another turnover. What silly turnovers, too, by the Huskers. That's one with really no one on Johnson. And Danny Nee telling these guys, come on, let's take care of the ball. Turnovers now 11 for Nebraska. Boy. What a pass to Finner. Oh, wow.
Boy. That shouldn't happen, I don't think. That pass from that deep. You got to be alert. It's a great pass, but defensively, you got to be looking.
Boone for 3. Best.
That was some kind of shot. He lost it, and from the waist, he just kind of pushed it up there off the glass.
3-point Missouri lead. 2:20 to go, first half.
The Huskers, they were zoned the last time. I go back man for man, alternating their defenses.
Three-pointer good from O'Lenny.
You see, Frazier makes that play. He drives into the gap. The defense comes to help on it, and then he pitches out, frees him up for the wide open shot.
And Missouri with their biggest lead at 6. A foul, and Piatkowski saddling up to the line. Norm Stewart is 27th year here guiding Missouri. Of course, a great player, All-American for the Tigers when he played, leading scorer in the Big 8. In fact, he averaged over 24 a game. Great player, wasn't he? You played against him.
I played against him. I had a friend that always reminds Norm that he said, God, I remember when I held you to 35 at Ames one night. He hasn't changed any. You saw him there. He fights for everything.
Boy, everything. He probably fights for the seat on the bus. Booker slicing it, but too strong. Best has done a good job cleaning the glass for Nebraska. Bounce pass into Badgett. He gets his own rebound.
You know, it shows how important a good pass is. That bounce pass is a little behind him, forced him to reach back for it. If it's on the money, he just takes it up the first time and gets it in.
You really like that bounce pass, don't you?
I do in places, yeah.
Sometimes it seems like it's a lost art, but boy, it's a great pass inside in traffic with those big guys. They can't reach that low. Sutherland just lost everything.
That's one thing he has to learn a little bit. He gets a little wild with the ball. He's got a great talent. He's going to be a good player here, but he tries to create too much sometime on his own.
And Nebraska was 6 straight to tie it. Booker, what a tough shot. He's in double figures at 11. Oh, it's wide open end to end now. shot clock right now showing 30. So shot clock and the game clock almost identical. About a half a second differential. You see the game clock. Missouri in effect going for the last shot and the lead into the locker room. Missouri has not lost this year when they've taken a lead into the locker room. 16-0.
Good switch there. Good penetration.
For three. At the buzzer, no, and that will do it. The first half comes to a close, and it's a draw. Nebraska had a 9-point lead. Missouri had a 6-point lead. But as they head to the locker room, they are tied at 39. Texas A&M, we welcome you to the fold. The Big 8 family has expanded.
Nebraska really moved the ball sharp, I thought, in the early going of that first half, and they're real successful getting some good shots.
Shot clock is at 16. I'm not sure if BADGET's the one they want at the point, but that's what they've got. Yeah, that's why. BADGET, though. Thames has the long rebound.
Thames did not see a lot of action in that first half. The fine freshman, foul trouble, sat out.
He and CRUDUP both. CRUDUP making up for lost time. Boone for three. Yep. Jaron Boone hits his first three of the game.
Three-point shooting has been a great part of the Nebraska arsenal, and they didn't put up that many three-point shots in the first half. Only had them for 7. 3 for 7. Now they're 4 for 8.
Much better than 2 for 26 total. Boy, Booker had that one halfway down for 3. Bajkowski for another 3. That one halfway down. Phil, I guess what's good for one is good for the other.
Boy, as a player, when you're shooting that ball like that, you just kind of shake your head when it rattles that rim down and out.
Kind of lipping out a putt.
Yeah. See Nebraska with their defense. They mixed them up first half. They come back man for man here.
Thames had it blocked, but a foul on Jaron Boone, his second. Put Thames on the line.
And Missouri getting to that free throw line. You see the penetration right here. Comes up, draws the man. BADGET not quick enough to get in the passing lane, and Boone comes over, has to pick up, wraps him around the arms.
Thames, who has averaged 14 points a game over his last 5, had just 2 first-half points, as you mentioned, Gary, sitting out much of that first half in foul trouble.
Well, he's had a great first year. He's had 5 double-doubles. Only Stan Ray, with 8 here at Missouri, has had more double-double games as a freshman.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Him or Jacques Vaughn, the freshman of the year?
I'll tell you how I voted. I gave it to both of them split. Somebody else will decide it.
Exactly
they're different type of players. You got one as a point guard. Here you got an inside player, and they both have had fantastic years.
Both
unbelievable.
Right? Both are deserving.
So I'm going to let somebody else throw it out.
Well, we both become politicians then.
Well, you know, my feeling was I hated to make it. It says take it away from either one, because I think either one is just as deserving.
I agree with you. Player of the year, no doubt, Booker.
I voted. You're right. You're making me come out now.
No.
I voted for Booker.
All right. I want to hear your all Big 8 champion while we're at it.
Oh my gosh.
All right, we'll say that. We'll save that for a tournament.
Our producer rescued me. He said we're saving that for the tournament when we all get together as announcers and pick our team. So
BADGET picked up his 4th foul, so he's going to have to sit for a while. (47-44), Nebraska by 3. They played 3 minutes in the second half.
And Missouri gets some penetration against that zone.
That one tipped out of bounds. Will stay with the Tigers with 14 on the shot clock. Randy Nee trying to do what no other Big 8 team has done, beat Missouri. from Missouri, and from the corner, Atkins.
Boy, I like it. You said good ball movement, and I like the ball fakes that are thrown in there when you're against the zone. I think that really helps free yourself up in that zone to get the open shot.
Tied at 47. Atkins has scored 20 in the first one. That's his first bucket today. Shoving, quick move. Did he hook him? No. Foul on Atkins. Now they're going to say basket. Does it count or no? They waved it off. No basket for Chubbuck, and the foul on Atkins is first.
Well, Ron Spindler motioned that he got him with the knee. Let's see what happens. Here's Atkins. He looks around. Now he's going to spin. Goes out there and just kind of blows by him. There.
A good call, because I thought maybe initially it looked like Chubbuck might have hooked him, but he did not. It was just a quick move. A lot of pushing and shoving going on from the I formation.
You got to give the defense a chance to get him. Oh, they break away.
Kowski cannot get it, and then
Danny Nee wants a foul on that play. Kowski.
Probably so does Norm Stewart.
Yeah. Watch it here. Bust in, play right behind, and whether he fouls close, he doesn't get it down.
Lenny got it right in the face.
In that eye, when you catch your finger in the eye, there's nothing. I don't think it hurts anymore.
Oh boy, well, Lenny stays in the game, blinking a lot, trying to refocus.
You know, Atkins, you're looking at him, you're waiting for him to bust loose. He was 0 for 4 from the three-point line in the first half. He came out at halftime and shot in a cancer shootout. He made 18 out of 23, Dave.
18 of 23.
Yeah, I was watching him. They're putting him on the board.
Man. That's Gary Thompson type numbers.
I wish.
You wish they had that three-point line too when you were playing.
That would have been all right.
Now Chubbuck will sit now for a while with 3 fouls. Ellie Thames going to the line.
Where's the bench scoring from Missouri? 20 to Nebraska's 2. Those 2 by Best.
And in the last game, the Tigers had just 7 bench points, all by Atkins. There's some of that three-point shootout. Of course, Norm Stewart, the three-point attack, Norm's special challenge for the American Cancer Society. Missouri through the efforts of Norm Stewart, and this entire state of Missouri will raise some $400,000 for cancer research. All right, now they're raising the Raptors with Missouri leading by 2, and we're back after this from Phillips 66.
She's made.
And right now with a 2-point lead in this game, Nebraska with the ball.
Missouri again with that full court pressure. They had some success there in the first half. Some full court pressure caused some turnovers, got them back in the ball game. All those things important. When you're only shooting 38%, your defense keeping you in there.
Kowski, strong move to the hoop. Interesting matchup with Jason Sutherland guarding Eric Kowski.
Well, Sutherland's the type of guy who will just beat on you, and sometimes he can beat you down to where you maybe quit a little bit, and that maybe is what Norm Stewart is looking at with this kid. Sutherland, just a freshman, but a very physical type player.
Kowski now with 17 today. Missouri sophomore Gina Anderson earned the Big Eight's first softball player of the week honor this year. Anderson perfect in the field and a .462 batting average. Kowski can't hit them both. He is 3 of 5 from the line. O'Lenny for 3. Sutherland got a hand on that one.
I've been impressed with Nebraska though on the boards today. They've been out rebounding. I think it was 6 of the last 7 games. But they've been doing an excellent job in this ball game and doing a good job of checking out. Best, who hasn't scored very much, 5 points in his biggest game in the last 8 or 9, has 4 here this afternoon.
Now back to a 1-point Husker lead. We've had 9 lead changes in today's game.
Good cover up by Kowski, shutting off the drive.
Booker thought he was hit.
Shooter
Kowski.
Oh,
He was hit by Booker. I think Booker put a little extra in that after he thought he was hit at the other end.
Now Booker was mad because thought he got hit on the other end. I think he takes it out down here. Kowski streaking down, goes up. Here comes Booker in. And you know, on that play, that didn't look as hard a foul from that second shot as it did in live action.
Yes, you're right. Kwiatkowski probably thinking, though, hey, Melvin, it wasn't me that didn't blow the whistle. Why are you taking it out on me? Boy, Kwiatkowski has really had a terrific game for the Huskers.
Kwiatkowski here in the back right here as you come inside. Go into Best, who had the little jump hook.
And a 3-point Husker lead. 14 and a half to go. Tigers are going to have to come from behind. Boone. Oh, and there's O'Lenny.
There's a foul.
O'Lenny snuck inside, and Boone had to foul him. Duran picks up his third. Boy, O'Lenny, what a difference he has made with his Tiger club. Paul O'Lenny, a junior college transfer out of Pensacola Junior College. What a story. The Tigers, well, they got hammered by Arkansas. O'Lenny just happened to be watching it on TV. Said, no, it's a team I can help. And boy, has he ever.
I don't know if you mentioned earlier, we looked at, he's really streamlined his body since he's come down. He's lost him.
And Dames fouled on his way to the hoop. Yeah, you're right. O'Lenny told me he's lost about 15 pounds since he reported. Foul is on Melvin Brooks, his second. Well, for the tie.
You know, those are big, really big plays. Nebraska's got possession. O'Lenny comes in there and steals the ball. Tigers not taking full advantage of it.
Picked up by Lamont Frazier. Some sloppy passing by Knees Huskers again.
That's what we talk about, taking care of the ball, particularly when you're on the road. There's Knee hollering instructions. You've got to make every possession count.
Stripped away by O'Lenny. Here comes Frazier. Wow, listen to this play. Blocking foul on Booker, his third.
Best being more aggressive right here. They overplay. He reacts, takes it up, comes there, and you see him slide off his man, Strickland, and then Booker kind of sliding over. Gets caught for his third foul.
So Best goes to the line. 68% free throw shooter. Blanks the first. He'll get one more shot at the tie. Norm Stewart sending in the reserves. Just Julian Winfield checks in for the Tigers. Winfield, a transfer, replaces Booker, who's out with 3 fouls.
Tough shooting background right now for Best.
Too strong for Winfield. That was out of the end zone. Couldn't keep his feet in bounds. Now we're pleased to welcome those of you joining us on Prime Network and their nationwide family of regional sports cable networks. 53-52 Missouri. 13 and a half to go.
Huskers with a little weave out front, 3-man weave, 3 out, 2 in. They'll just try and pick for one another, a back screen. The baseline guys.
Kwiatkowski fade away. What a rebound by Thames.
I think Kwiatkowski needs the ball and needs to find him some shots, but he's got to make sure that he gets good shots.
Blocked, but a foul. Is that on Best? No, it's on Kwiatkowski. Uh-oh. Eric has picked up his third. And Norm said, yeah.
He's into it. He wants 14-0. Here's the penetration. Kwiatkowski gets there, goes up, and you see him reach and foul on the hand. Watch it again. Goes there. Now he recovers pretty good. Goes up. As we say, gets him on the hand. And that's his third.
Yeah, that shot at Norm reminded me of a quote earlier this week from Ted Owens. He said, well, he's got this club going so good. He said, you know, he's getting frisky on the sidelines again.
Just like he used to be, he says his comment.
Yeah, I like that. Perfect comment for a guy that leads the Tigers. He's frisky. From the line, 54-52. Strickland out to Piatkowski. There's that penetration he talked about, but too strong from Aaron.
But that's what Nebraska would like to get out. They didn't get it all the way to the basket, but they get a wide open shot for one of their top outside guns. 3-on-2.
To Strickland, all the way out. Did he walk? Yeah, he did. That's where Jamar Johnson just got to take the shot that's given to him. He looked for the three.
That, I agree with you, Dave. I don't think you ever look to back up unless you're in a position at the end of a game, 3-point. Play the game the way it's meant to play. If it's there, take it. This is a good job by Strickland. If he takes that ball to the basket, he's going to pick up the offensive foul. Defense was set on him.
Well, it does two things. One, it's travel. That's the first thing. It's a violation. But secondly, it throws you all out of rhythm.
That's a key point. It does that to you, where you're going to catch that ball right in stride the first time and shoot it. Now he backs up, and now, as you say, you've lost your rhythm. Atkins looking for his rhythm. Having trouble finding it today.
The Chubbuck. Did he walk? Yeah. Couldn't quite control it.
Both teams pushing hard right now. There's the zone signal. Here's the pass. Had to go out and get it. If a pass is right on the money again, then it's an easy two. But forcing him to go out after it with the one hand, he couldn't control himself. One of these teams needs to settle down right now, get a good shot.
Let me ask you, at this point in the game, at this very point, are the players from Missouri thinking at all about 14-0, or are their thoughts just totally on Nebraska?
I think their thoughts are on Nebraska and executing right now. I don't think the 14-0 at this point is in their mind.
Well, on best, his second. Nebraska's over the limit.
I would change that thought as you get down maybe and you got a 1-point lead or one behind or 2 or 3 in the last couple 3 minutes. Then some thinking might go in there. We've got to have this one to pull off the miracle. I think it's a miracle if you can go 14-0 in this league.
Take the Gillette 3-point challenge. Flip the coupon, your Sunday, March 13th newspaper. Go to our participating retailer. See if you've won a shot at $1 million. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Well, Lenny off the bench today has 9 going for double figures. Got it. 4 points, Missouri lead. It's their biggest of the second half. Early celebration, perhaps? Well, we'll find out together in a moment. That's the depth, though, of this Missouri team. They can survive without one of their leading players, JEVON CRUDUP, in the middle. Strickland.
Tough shot. His first bucket.
Well, he made it memorable. That's a tough one, too, from Thames.
Boy, and that's what you hate. That's what Nebraska was doing more to Missouri in that first half. You score, make a tough shot, and boom, they hit you right back with 2, and you're all even up. There by Winfield, who missed a couple of games. This is first action in a couple with a severely sprained ankle, but it's pretty much fully recovered. Strickland way too strong and out of bounds. That's what I say. You want to make good possessions right here. That's too quick a shot. That's what got them into trouble when they had that 4-game losing streak. They're shooting it quick, long-range shots. But Missouri's bench continues to dominate. Get those 3-pointers out of your offense. They're coming down quick on the break situation, on the kickouts. Well, Lenny tried to add to that total. Under 11 to go. Off of Chubbuck. Chubbuck looking back. Wouldn't that hit a little bit? Every call right now being contested by both teams. That was good defense. When Hayakaze looked in, it looked like Chuck had him, and then he came off, quartered him on the side, and got over there and made it tough on Chubbing. The ball just bounced through and right through his arm.
Thames. Strickland comes out of the pack.
They got numbers again.
Locket foul on Atkins.
Crowd doesn't like it, but I thought it was a good call.
I did too. Third on Atkins all this half. Norm looking up at that scoreboard saying, oh man, 10:26 to go to that perfect record. That's the 6th team foul on the Tigers. So from here on, Nebraska will be shooting.
Now they double pick on the baseline, and there's Strickland.
And he hits it. So wide open 3 for Strickland.
We mentioned about Strickland really being consistent off the bench. In the last 10 or 11 games, he's been in double figures, somewhere between 10 and 15 points. He struggled today, Joe. Right now, he's got 2 down.
Well, that's a bad shot from Atkins. Well contested by Best. Strickland again.
You know, that's one thing Norm Stewart, I think, has done with this problem. Well, there's a takeaway and a big bucket. He's given a little bit more leeway to some players, and I think Atkins in particular in his shooting.
Timeout, Tigers. Norm Stewart wants to stop this run for the Huskers. Nebraska has come back to lead by 1 with under 10 to go. Right now it's a 1-point Husker lead with 9:42 to go. CRUDUP checks back in. Good movement again, a wide open 3, and there's CRUDUP with the rebound, and he's held by Strickland. Strickland has just picked up foul number 4, and that's key because Strickland has guided this Husker attack here lately.
He just brought him back into this game with 7 quick points after being scoreless. Holds his hands out there and says, you know, I didn't get him.
He's hot right now. I guess the theory is leave him in there while he's hot.
I always like to play that way. If you got a hot hand, let him run his scores.
Tied now 9 times.
It takes the aggressiveness away from a guy like Strickland, though, who is an aggressive player, picking up that 4th foul.
Well short. But there's another silly turnover. The Tigers were not even putting pressure on, and Best just threw it away.
Boy, as a coach, that makes you shake your head. That's 17 turnovers now, 6 in the second half.
Well, Missouri with the ball, a chance to take the lead. Booker. Chubbing stepped on the baseline as he caught the rebound.
Nebraska has got to keep their man in front of them. They're letting too much penetration go, and that's where the fouls are being picked up. Strickland that time saved the drive to the basket. They pick it up, forcing the pitch out, and they miss the easy shot. There's O'Lenny.
Wide open for 3. Boone, the tie. No, a 2. They said his foot was on the line. His foot was on the line. It's a 2-point shot for Boone.
Well, you know, he's been red hot. Over the last 8 games, he's been shooting over 54% from the field and the 3-point stripe both.
62-61 Missouri with a 1-point lead. That was a 2-point shot from Boone.
You've been shooting like that. Boone is going to have the confidence to take the shot anytime he's in one of those zones that we talk about where he feels everything is going in. Big rebound.
Good finish.
That's the 6th double-double for the freshman, Kelly Thames.
That's something.
11 points, 11 rebounds.
Chubb with a high-arching shot over CRUDUP.
You know, 2 good adjustments there. CRUDUP really hustled to get to the baseline side to take the drive away from him. And then Chubby comes back to the middle and a high-arching shot gets it down.
All smiles for Nebraska because a foul on Missouri. A little out of control, the Tigers, and the first one on Lamont Frazier.
Piatkowski giving Chubbuck a little handshake and saying, nice going.
Well, when you go unbeaten in a conference, Norm Stewart knows it's not going to be easy. And Nebraska's making it especially tough here today. You know, it has been relatively easy, though, for Missouri this year. They had an overtime game in Ames, but they had 2 close games with Oklahoma State. Other than that, they've pretty much blown through the competition. And here's today's Pizza Hut delivery of the game. Watch this one from Kelly Thames. The rebound and the big delivery. Chubbuck 5 for 5 from the line. 15 points, Bruce Chubbuck today for the Cornhuskers, who have regained a 1-point lead, and Terrence Badgett returns with 4 fouls.
You mentioned Chubbuck, academic all Big 8 for 3s. He's already a graduate.
Yeah.
Graduated in December with a degree in history.
Good for him. Like to see guys like that.
Yeah, that's
great.
Going inside.
Chubbuck. And they got a piece of him. Let's see if it's on Chubbuck or Badgett. I think it's on Bruce Chubbuck, and it will be his 4.
That's his 4. Boy, things are getting crucial. Chubbuck with his 4th. He's a force on the inside, both offensively and defensively.
Most of this in the second half, too, for Thames, who sat out much of that first half.
Good free throw shooter, 78%. Just a super freshman year.
5 for 7 today from the line. Another lead change. The Tigers back in front by 1.
Winfield is all over Piatkowski. Piatkowski has not had very many good shot attempts here in the second half.
That doesn't have a field goal in the second half.
Keep this in mind again. Piatkowski, they're going to look for him, but he's got to make sure that when he gets it, that he gets the good shot, that he doesn't just force it to be taking a shot.
Well, as you know, in your great career at Iowa State, a player like yourself, you're going to draw a lot of attention, and it takes a lot of work just to get open, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Tied again.
Norm Stewart shouting instructions to his club.
A 1-point Nebraska lead.
Oh, these Huskers, they just will not go away. They're going to make it a nervous time and a nervous finish for these Missouri fans.
Thames, what a move!
That's what I'm saying about keeping your man in front of you. Take those fakes, stay down. I'm saying make Missouri shoot the outside shots here. Don't let them penetrate on you, because bad things are happening. You get to the foul line or a bucket.
Thames with 13 second half points, 15 in the game. Boone. O'Linney.
Boone just kind of short-armed that shot.
O'Linney. Oh, another one halfway down. That's a strange-looking shot from Badgett. 6.5 to go.
Got to look more for a jumper out of Badgett there.
Booker's fouled. Melvin Booker was not scored in the second half. After 11 first half points, will go to the line.
11 points, 4 rebounds.
Brooks does a good job hedging on the play here, but then turns him loose, lets him go by, comes in there and picks up the foul.
Brooks with 3 fouls. Booker was 3 for 3 from the line in the first half.
Well, I said I like this guy in the clutch time, and lets me down here with one missing one, but over his career, he's come up with some big plays.
This for a 2-point Tiger lead if he makes it. Booker was quoted earlier as saying that the players definitely now, they weren't focused on it earlier, but after winning at Kansas State on Wednesday, said, yeah, we'd love to go 14-0. It's something that's not done too often, and we want to be a part of that history.
2 big misses. You think there might be a little pressure tightening up right in here?
I would think so.
Booker, last couple ball games, a total of 16 points. 11 and 5. 5 is the only time he's been out of double figures.
No shot. They say no shot from Pankowski. He was fouled before the shot. And the foul on Olyny. Third on Paul Olyny.
5 to 7.
Now Pankowski. That's the 9th team foul on the Tigers, so he'll be shooting 1 and 1.
Another outstanding free throw shooter going up the line, 81%. He drains this.
Olyny backed into him after he released it. Well, he'll get the bonus and a chance to give Nebraska a 1-point lead again.
Pankowski averaging 20.8, adds another one to that average. The best scoring average at Nebraska since Dave Hoppin's 22-point average in '86.
Well, Bob Helmers, our producer of today's game, tells me that we have had 17 lead changes here, Gary. 17. That's close.
Tell you one thing, if the Missouri Tigers win this game, they're really going to appreciate it because Nebraska will have taken them right down the wire. And for Nebraska, I know it would be a sweet win because they would like to take away this 14-0 record. And also secure them, definitely, I think, get them in the NCAA tournament if they win a game here today.
Oh, I think so. Right now, Danny Nee is saying that he feels like they have to play their way into the tournament still. If they lose the next 2, he says, hey, we could be out. We're no loss. But Danny figuring even a loss here today, a close game like this one will help. And a first-round win in the Big 8 tournament might put them, and probably would put them into that NCAA tournament. Boy, CRUDUP now misses free throw. 3 straight misses at the line for the Tigers.
I looked over Norm Stewart, and in between that first miss, he looked out at CRUDUP, he laughed. He's, come on, just relax and put it in. Trying to settle it down.
The only pressure on the Tigers, the only pressure really for them is that 14-0 mark. They're going to be the #1 seed. They've won the Big 8 championship. That's the only mark they're shooting for. Another thing you might think about.
Great hustle by Strickland.
Pankowski for 3. Wow!
Big play by Strickland. It's got 4 fouls. The key thing about him, he went up for the rebound and laid off, kept away from getting the foul, and then makes the dive and the strip of the ball. Great hustle. Oh, there's a tough pass.
CRUDUP. The Tigers within 1. 5 minutes to go. 5 nail-biting minutes to go.
What good inside out.
Melvin Brooks a 3 attempt. Strickland again, but he can't get it. And now the Tigers can regain the lead. Wide open Thames.
What a save.
Strickland for 3.
They got 2 on 1.
With Booker and Olyny.
Booker just looks him off right there as he has the trailer and then lays it up. 18 lead changes.
Pankowski make it 19 lead changes.
What a ball game.
26 for Pankowski. 74-73 Nebraska. Under 4 to go. There is not a dry palm in the house. CRUDUP.
I just think the Big 8 tournament will probably even be better. I don't know how it could be.
Strickland. Blocked by Thames. Winfield, did he touch it? They say no. Missouri will have the ball. 2 games on Friday afternoon, 2 more Friday night, 2 on Saturday, and another one on Sunday. As you see, neither team has any fouls. They get both over the 10-foul limit. And Missouri has taken 1 timeout. They have 2 remaining. And now they have just 1 remaining as CRUDUP takes the timeout. So just 1 more timeout for the Tigers. Leading by 1 with 3:17 to go. And we're back after this from your friends at Phillips 66. Missouri looking for some history, leading by 1 with 3:17 to go. In 1920-21, the Tigers went 17-0 in the Missouri Valley Conference, the precursor to the Big 8, and then lost their final game to Kansas State 32-24. Tigers today trying to erase that history and be just the 3rd team in Big 8 history to go unbeaten in Big 8 play.
Nebraska comes out with his own, and I think that's a good move. Normally at a timeout, Missouri probably comes out from that timeout looking for set up something against an offensive play against a man-for-man defense, and they miss an opportunity there.
Strickland crossover. Strickland again open. Chubbuck. And Javon CRUDUP has got to let him go. He's playing with 3 fouls.
Nebraska got too many. I really thought Strickland should have just raised up and took the jumper. He had it early, but he took it into traffic.
2.5 to go. Nebraska by 1.
Keep in mind, Nebraska won here last year on a free throw in the last couple seconds. Jamar Johnson made a big steal and was fouled. Nice pick for Booker, comes up short.
But Thames tracks it down.
What a second half he's had. The freshman sat out foul trouble. He's got 15 points, 12, 13 rebounds now for the ball game. Off-balance shot.
And Best pulls down another rebound. Best has really cleaned the glass. He himself has 14 rebounds for Nebraska. Under 2 to go. This is a big possession for both clubs.
Those 14 rebounds is a career best for Best.
Strickland, Chubbuck.
Boy, Chubbuck fighting inside, keeps it alive. Nebraska doing what Missouri's been able to do a lot, penetrate. Strickland just backhands the ball up, but Chubbuck coming in there inside, takes it up, and it looked like it was Thames, I think, with the foul.
Nebraska as a team hits 81% of their free throws in the last 3 minutes of a game. Chubbuck today, a perfect 6 for 6. 18 points for Bruce Chubbuck here today. He had just 6 in the first encounter with the Tigers.
Chubbuck, their top offensive rebounder, and he came up with a big one there.
A 3-point Husker lead. A minute and a half to go.
You're Missouri, you got to take your time. You're a veteran ball club. A lot of seniors.
Booker for 3 to tie. No. Piatkowski. Here comes Boone. And he'll pull it up. Use the clock.
Use the clock. 2-shot fouls to see what Missouri likes to do here.
Nebraska not only trying to become the first team to beat Missouri in the Big 8 this year, but also a shot at the 3rd seed in the Big 8 tournament. If Kansas loses tomorrow, Nebraska, if they win here today, would be the number 3 seed based on the fact that they have beaten the Tigers. So Nebraska takes timeout with under a minute to go and a 3-point lead. Well, this crowd here at the Hearnes Center, those that are sitting on pins and needles because Nebraska has a 3-point lead. Neither team has a foul to give. 1 timeout for Missouri, 2 left for Nebraska. The arrow, if there's a tie-up, the arrow pointing towards Missouri.
Well, there's 15 seconds on the shot clock. Missouri, yeah, they forced the timeout. Defense has been their strength. They've got to take this 15 seconds and make a possession. I don't think they want the foul now. Let come later in the next possession down.
Well, the Huskers forced to use another timeout. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. 9.4 seconds to go. Nebraska has the ball, a 3-point lead. 15 seconds on the shot clock. With Gary Thompson, I'm Dave Armstrong. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are trying to win their 4th straight. They're trying to upset the 6th-ranked Tigers on their home court. They're trying to stop a Tiger string that has watched Mizzou win 17 straight Big 8 games, 13 straight this year.
We expected this to be a heck of a ball game because Nebraska has come into this game really playing well. Got the extra pressure from Missouri in this game, and we've gotten just that. Tigers got to watch Piatkowski now. He's a dangerous guy, the throw-in guy. Usually they'll throw in and then look to set something up. What do we get?
Our foul called. No foul. Out of bounds to Mizzou. Norm Stewart's Tigers, gritty. Come through with a big defensive stop there.
Well, you got a 3-point shooter, Atkins, coming in the game right now for CRUDUP. Norm Stewart looking for some offense and knows they'll be protecting the... I think he maybe got the wrong guy. Reporting in, Norm gets him back.
Norm looking at the scorers table, saying that he wanted Atkins in the game, not for CRUDUP, but for Frazier.
Melvin Booker, I thought the last time he hurried his shot. He's the kind of guy you want to look for. You just take your time.
Down 3. Do you need a 3 here?
No, not this early.
Booker backed up. That's a 2. He didn't hit the 3. And Booker's on the line. A 2.
Now you got to be aware. Does Missouri aware of that? They're 1 down. The kids are. I know the coaching staff is.
You see the time remaining. Piatkowski. No. Chance to win it. The shot clock turned off. Here's Thames. They'll have to earn it at the line.
Oh, no. I don't know. They call it intentional. I don't know about that. I've seen some other calls.
An intentional foul call. That means that Thames will shoot 2 and Missouri will get the ball. It was a hard foul. Question about that.
Let's watch it. There's the pass over the top. Goes up, comes in behind. I can't see that as an intentional foul, particularly this time of the game. He goes for the ball. Momentum takes the kid Thames into the bleachers here afterwards. He goes up, he plants, he goes up and for the ball. I guess I got to say, I can't see that being an intentional foul.
They called the foul on Piatkowski. His 4. Yeah, slapping in. That's certainly not intentional there, Piatkowski. Thames, oh boy. Well, he gets 1 more here to tie, but remember, Missouri will have the ball.
Going to look back, Missouri's defense forced a timeout on the throw-in and then caused a turnover, and Thames, the freshman, 79% shooter, misses 2, and they're still down 1.
Well, you
but
think
with
too,
the
the
ball.
2 seniors, Booker and CRUDUP, missed some free throws down the stretch for Norm Stewart. But remember, because of the intentional foul called, Danny Nee knows that the Tigers have the ball, trailing by 1, and a chance to go for the last shot. Nebraska wants to talk it over. And we'll talk it over as well then, Gary. Missouri, they can go for the last shot here. They don't have to. 26 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. What do you do as a gambler? Do you go for it?
Let me tell you something about Norm Stewart. I've seen him over the years many times in this situation play down and go for the last shot, either win it or lose it on that 1. I don't know what he's going to do here. The stakes are high. You got a 14-0 record on the line.
What do you go into your offense with about 10? Something like that. You got a guy out front dribbling, and then about 10, you go for it.
You'll give him a chance to shoot the ball, maybe a follow-up shot.
All right, who do you look to?
Well,
Booker?
I think Booker is a natural one to look in there. Kelly Thames, even though he just missed 2, he's a guy that's been instrumental. He's carried him. He's had a big second half. He carried him at Iowa State with a 24-12 rebound game. He's got also back in the ball game put Lamont Frazier, who's a good guy who can penetrate, dish off for the assist. They're going to be thinking shot and foul if I know Missouri. Well, watch out for this guy right there, Melvin Booker.
Booker hit a big one just a moment ago. Booker, who has led this team so much this year, Of course, the most memorable one, perhaps, the comeback at Kansas, when Booker just went ballistic against the Jayhawks, scoring 17 points in the last 8 minutes of that game. And there's Booker with the ball. He'll bring it back out front. You see the time remaining. Booker.
Wait a minute. No, offensive foul. Now Norm Stewart's wanting the bucket.
Do they count the basket?
The officials are conferring right now.
They're going to count the basket, I believe. The foul on Booker.
Boy, is this a big call right now.
The rule is what, Gary?
The ball has to be gone. Here's the drive. Let's watch it up here. He goes. Boo, I don't know. That's close. I'd hate to make this call. Here we're isolating. Comes in. Comes up ahead. Jump. Boy, he kind of moves in under him. I don't know with that contact there. I would say that the ball was not gone when he makes contact. But that is a close call on Strickland. I thought Strickland was kind of moving in on the play.
And on the scoreboard, they have flashed up a 5th foul on Strickland. Now they're going to call a double foul. The basket will not count, we understand, but on the alternate possession, Missouri will get it back again.
Well, Missouri's coming up with some breaks.
So they've called a foul on Strickland, that's his 5th, and a foul on Booker, his 4th, and no basket.
Let's watch it again. Okay, Strickland kind of slides in, maybe jumps in, I can't tell from that angle, but I definitely feel the ball is in the hand as the contact is made. We get a double.
So Strickland has fouled out, Booker has 4, and the alternate possession, remember that arrow, it's pointing towards the Tigers.
Dave, in this situation, I think with this play, it might be the best way out. Let them do it again, and we're back in the same situation we were. Nothing's changed.
Missouri still trailing by 1 with 16.6 to go. Booker again.
He does it again.
And a foul! Wow!
Booker again, takes it up. Foul is called, and he gets it again. Player of the year, we think. The big A. There's a grab right here. He's trying to get him early, I think. And they call it late.
Well, in the department of what have you done for me lately, Mr. Booker has written another chapter. Melvin Booker.
Well, we said, watch out for that guy.
This
He's
with a
delivered twice.
2-point lead. Now remember, there's 12 and a half seconds to go.
See if they look for Piankowski. All you need is a 2. Get that thing tied.
There's Piankowski.
Oh, that is way downtown. Oh, wow.
missed the shot and won it for the Tigers.
There should have been a foul, I thought, early. I think Johnson may be trying to get it.
And then at the other end, Hayakowski, a long three-point attempt. It was halfway down and popped back out. That would have won it for the Huskers. Watch this shot from Eric Hayakowski.
Look where he's shooting that ball from. I don't know if too many people can even get it up from there. Look at down and around and out and heartbreak.
What a game. Wow. O-JEVON CRUDUP, who came alive in the second half. Dan Devine, former athletic director, with Joe Castiglione, the new athletic director, and CRUDUP holding up the Big 8 trophy. Again, you see the time remaining. Hayakowski had to take this shot. The horn goes off as it's airborne, in and out. Oh, wow.
You have to feel for Nebraska to lose a ball game like this, but what a great ending for 8 seniors to go out at home with winning this type of game to make it a 14-0 record and making history, and there's a smiling guy.
Gary, it's a perfect ending to a perfect season.
No doubt about that.
Norm Stewart's Tigers had never before gone even better than 12-2 in the Big 8, despite their 8 Big 8 championships. But today, Norm Stewart and his Tigers do it. A perfect mark in the Big 8.
Yeah, and he's getting a congratulatory kiss from his wife, Virginia. Well deserved.
So the Missouri Tigers head to Kansas City, Big 8 champs, with a perfect 14-0 mark in the Big 8. The Missouri Tigers win it here today, 80-78. This has been a copyrighted presentation of Raycom Incorporated.